all 2025, bro. We getting money. Go get some money, bro. You don't got no money, bro. Go get some money. You don't got no money?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What up, man? Welcome back to another video. Show boy Josh Schmidt. As y'all see, man, today's video is another free game. But today I'm about to be teaching y'all how to have a successful clothing brand drop. And the reason that I feel like y'all should listen to me is really because you see this whole book right here, this whole notebook filled with clothing brand information. Whether it's just research, really. So this is still all research, and I feel like I can tell y'all how to have a good clothing brand drop, because my brand drop was okay, but it could have been better if I would have like kind of implemented some of the information I'm about to be telling y'all. So make sure y'all listen to me. Make sure that like button, make sure that subscribe button, make sure y'all watch this video all the way through so y'all don't miss any information, any tips, any tricks on how to have your first or either your second or third or fourth successful clothing brand drop. And with that being said, man, let's get straight to this video. All right, y'all, so the first thing on the list is to create a winning product. Now, you might be like, you need to get a sample to have a winning product. You may need to get the bulk order. You don't need to do any of that, because I seen firsthand of people creating designs and putting that on TikTok, and they blew up. And that kind of showed them that they have a winning product. If they go ahead and get a sample, go ahead and get it made, they already got a winning product because they went ahead and just took the drawing process. So something that's free, and they put it on a platform that's free, and that kind of taught them like feedback, like, okay, cool, I have a winning product. Even when it comes to like pre-made and like stuff like that, you can go ahead and get a sample. So like I said, I wasn't saying don't get a sample, I'm just saying you don't have to get a sample to see that you have a winning product. Designing a winning product, nobody can really tell you what to do, but you can see some stuff that is like kind of flown in the market already. Like a lot of things, like I feel like a couple months ago, like zip ups like these were like kind of booming, like just like garments with like words on them. That was kind of like in style shit. Like if you think about like at the beginning of 2024, cardigans, well maybe not cardigans, but like mohair stuff was in style. So it's just like stuff like that. You can see if you have a winning product just off that, like stuff that's already flown inside the market, and then maybe you do it, you drop it, but you change one little bit, a thing inside of it, and then boom, you may have you something that's like a winning product. So that's the first thing to make sure you do. Have a winning product, design it, put it on TikTok, see how that see what feedback you get. And if you're getting kind of some good feedback, then go ahead and get a sample, and then go ahead and go on with the process of marketing. All right, y'all, so the next thing you want to make sure you do is research, bro. Like I said, I got a whole book right here full of research. I'm inside Hollywood Shaq's school, and I go in there every single day watching the live recordings, all of that shit, because I'm researching every single day. I may not have a bulk order coming in right now, or I may not have samples coming in right now, but if you wake up every day and you research, once you go to the drop, you will not have to prepare because you're already prepared. Like shit, look at this right here. This is research too. I got a whole whiteboard filled with my plans for my next drop of like kind of my automations, like my self automations, like how it's gonna go and what I'm gonna sell, what I'm gonna sell them for, how I'm gonna get this. Boom, I already have it automated, and I already did my research on the topic, because I know that's like, that helps you in the long run. Because now when you get the book order, you're like, okay, cool, boom, I'm selling these for 65 a pop, 70 a pop, $80 a pop, $100 a pop, cool. I'm gonna make my money back. If you sell them for $100 a pop, $1,500, you made $1,500. You damn near made back what you spent on your bulk order. You get what I'm saying? So you just wanna make sure that you're doing your research, make sure you're getting up every single day. Whether it's not, you don't have to pay for nobody's school at all. You go on TikTok, and you can also go on YouTube, and you can go ahead and see what people are putting out there for free. And then if you feel like you need a little bit more push, you need that little bit more backbone, then you can go ahead and look into somebody's school. I'm not saying go to Hollywood Shaq's, I'm just saying that's what worked for me. I feel like the way he outlooks at it is like really good, but I feel like every single clothing brand owner who's like pretty successful looks at it in a different way, or maybe a different eyes. But the way that he teaches it and the way that he shows it is kind of like something that's down to my style and what I understand. So I would like kind of say inside his, but just make sure you do your research every single day, whether it's making a new website. Like last night, bro, I had nothing to do, and I was like, fuck it, I'm about to just make a whole new site. Like I'm about to make a whole new theme, and I made a whole new theme, and it's more convertible, and it's gonna return to me even more. So just make sure you're doing that. Make sure you do your research every single day. All right, y'all, so after you make sure you had a winning product, because you designed it, you did all of that, and then what else? You did your research. You want to go ahead and get in that motherfucking bulk order. Okay, now look, this is why I say go ahead and get in the bulk order. Let's say you went ahead and you got the samples already. Cool. So you got a sample. Your sample was nice. Your sample was straight. Maybe you like, oh shit, the sleeves need to be a little bit longer. Boom, drop them down an inch or two or inch and a half, whatever you want to do. Drop them down. Boom, you get the sizings right. go ahead and get your whole bulk order in, because a lot of people say get samples in by 10, but that's hard to say when you don't have that money. Because 9 out of 10, this sample right here was like $160 or $75 because I have to pay shipping, right? So you do 175, times 10, that's $1,700, whereas you could have got a bulk order for that same price. So I said go ahead and get your bulk order. Then out of that bulk order, that's when you take out whatever you're gonna take out. So you take out the 10 hoodies, 5 hoodies that you're gonna send to an influencer, and boom. But you wanna make sure that you're able to market as pre-order, because people are gonna be more tempted and more lenient to buy from you when it's a pre-order versus a pre-made. What am I talking about? Pre-made versus a pre-order, because a lot of people look at pre-orders like maybe it's a scam, they're not going to get their stuff, because that's how people marketed it, and some people are just fraudulent out here, and that's what people are doing with some people's money. So you want to make sure that you're not one of them, and you want to make sure that they're not trying to put you inside that category of scammers, scamming brands, and like just a brand overall that's not going to ship to them. So to eliminate all of that, make sure you get all your stuff pre-made as much as you can, really, because I know a lot of people don't have the money, but like we're moving into times where people want their stuff right then and there, or at least they want to know that their stuff is already made, or it's in the last process of getting made, it's getting shipped already, now they just buy, and once they get here, you pack everything up and then you do it. So you can also do it that way as well. But man, that is like the third thing, just pre-made garments. I did pre-made for my first job, and it kind of saved me, it didn't save me money, but it did save me the time and hassle of trying to do a pre-order and then maybe not meeting my orders, and then I have to refund them their money, and then Shopify shut down my store and shit. So pre-made products is the way to go. All right, y'all, so the next thing I got to touch on is influencer marketing, man. So recently I went ahead and made a Google spreadsheet of influencers that I want to work with, because influencers are one of those things, they're humans too, bro. Like they're just humans with like a bunch of following. So like when you look at them, bro, don't look at them so much like, oh my God, these is influencers, they have 10,000 followers, they have 50,000 followers. No, just look at it as, okay, they put themselves out there to the point where they reached that point in their career right now. So they put themselves out there, whether it's posting pictures, being on there, being funny, giving advice. They put themselves up there, and it's not more so, okay, cool, they were born into a rich or what you call a family, because 9 out of 10, that's not the case with a lot of these people. A lot of these people just put themselves out there, put themselves inside positions where they can go ahead and charge the money that they charge, or they have the following that they following, or the following that they have. So man, with influencers, you want to make sure you go ahead and send out maybe 5. You could deal with 5 influencers. But man, I have a template. If you want the template, man, just text me in my gram. It's in the description down below. I have a template of what I think y'all should say to them, and I personally got a lot of text backs from that template. And basically what you're going to be telling them is like, hey, I love your style. I have this piece. I would love for you to put it on. I think that you will put it on good. And just shit like that, because at the end of the day, you kind of want to be on their dick a little bit, just a little bit, because they're gonna be more lenient to work with you. And then you can kind of, what I do is I explain to them, like, I tag my gram at the end of like my first message, and then if they text back, I'll be like, now look, I'm not a big brand. I don't know if you clicked on my page, but what I can do is I can plug you in with some products every time I get a bulk in exchange for some work. So basically, you keeping them fly in exchange for them giving you some promo and shit like that. So that shit worked for me. I don't know if it's gonna work for you, but like I said, if it worked for me, it should work for you. Depending on how your product is and what they think, they're gonna say yes or no. But that is like the fourth thing to do. Influencer marketing, make sure you got your marketing correct. And if you want the template and you want how to do it, just text me my Instagram down below. All right, y'all. So last but not least, man, you wanna make sure that you're taking your time. What I didn't do is I did not take my time. I got my bulk order in, and we ended up dropping that next week, that next Friday. So if we got it on a Saturday, we drop it that Friday. That's not what you want to do, man. You want to make sure you go ahead and take your time with marketing on all of that. And I dropped it during the worst time. I literally dropped on Halloween Day. Everybody knows on Halloween Day, everybody's out partying. They're not thinking about no type of brand, not really. So unless you're already established, they may think about you. But if you're not established, you're not thinking about you. I was a small brand. I had 100 followers at the time. I had no people on SMS. So it was basically like I was just blind dropping, thinking that something was gonna happen, and it did not happen. Whereas I could have just took my time and dropped. Really, this is what I fucked up at, because I could have kept it, marketed all the way until when? Black Friday, because that was a month after. So it would have been a whole month that I would have been marketing, sent it out to influencers, got influencers and my stuff, and got my SMS up at least until SMS was at least at 400 subscribers or 300 at least. And then went ahead and dropped it, and we would have been able to sell out, or at least almost sell out, Whereas we're still trying to sell something. And you see we got something over there if y'all can't see that. So we got about like 6 more left out of a 50 bulk order, but still, man, we could have sold them out way faster if we just would have took our time. So make sure y'all taking your time with y'all garments. Make sure y'all taking your time with y'all pieces, y'all samples. Be really in depth with your sample, with your bulk order. Make sure you tell them they need to get everything right. And just really prepare everything with a brand. Everything that you think you don't need, you need. If you think you don't need backup money, you need backup money. Just in case you're a bulk order, or just in case your drop does not go right. Like my drop did not go right. I have to try to fund my new bulk order by myself now because I don't have any money for my last thing. Now, my last one did help me get some of the supplies for my new order. Now, I'm going to show y'all this because if y'all know what this is, these are pink poly mailers, so they're not black. So if y'all can guess what the next drop date is going to be, make sure y'all drop it down the If y'all can guess what the next drop date is going to be, drop it down in the comments down below. They're pink, so I'm just saying they're pink, but it kind of helped me fund some of the stuff for my next for the next things I do. So for the next drop I do, it kind of helped me fund that. Some samples. There's another sample downstairs that I had to do some shit on it. So with that being said, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what else y'all want to hear about, what y'all want me to talk about. And yeah, my dog says bye, and hit the subscribe button, fuck nigga. So hit that motherfucking subscribe button, fuck nigga.